to the channel. Enjoy over 6 years of videos, live streams, and more. And hold onto your butts. It's going to be a bumpy ride.
Hey everyone, I hope you guys had a great 4th of July. I sure did. 37 years old today, and I don't feel a day over, which I'm not. So, that makes sense. Another year, another year to be grateful to be alive. And I'm grateful for you to be here with me, and yeah, we're gonna begin a new series, and I thought, I was looking back at some of the old episodes of The Legend of Zelda. I keep getting the name wrong. Ocarina of Time. I hope that's right. Eventually, I had to look that up. It's been years. But yeah, I played this game in 2022, and of course, I didn't go into any of the side quests, which I really should have, and also my mic was really terrible back then, and yeah, there have been a lot of new advancements, so today we're going to begin another run of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, and I hope you guys enjoy it just as much as I do. So, without further ado, let's get the music going. And for those who are unaware, I am playing an enhanced version, so that's going to make things look a little bit better than it would on the N64 or even the 3DS version. Because then I was never a fan of the 3DS version because it did kind of make everything too modernized from a visual perspective. So let me show you what I mean. Okay, so you could see this is the N64 version, but visually enhanced. So you'll see some of the adjustments I made. There is still the file 3 that I did to check if everything worked. So yeah, I had to do that just to make sure that there weren't any graphical glitches. Anyway, we're going to do this again. We're going to join the adventure of Link one more time. And yeah, let's do this. Let's see. Last time, I believe I called myself Dan, so we're going to change it up a bit. We're going to call ourselves... This is going to have to stick throughout the entire game, so let's call ourselves something funny. Something stupid. Something nonsensical. How about... This will make sense later. Flimp. Yeah. We are Flimp. Alright. Oh, wow. There's a little bit of a graphical glitch there. The text is a little bit separated, the letters that is. So, let's do this. The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. In the vast, deep forest of Hyrule, long have I served as the guardian spirit. I am known as the Deku Tree. We love the Deku Tree. Good stuff. Now this is going to look funny. I'll bring it up later on, but anyway. Each Kokiri has his or her own guardian fairy. However, there is one boy who does not have a fairy. Who's that? Is that me? Oh, is it shivering? Scared. I probably won't go into spoiler territory for people who are, new to the game. Alright. Navi, Navi, where art thou? Come hither. Yeah, I won't be skipping any text either. O Navi the fairy, listen to my words, the words of the Deku Tree. Dost thou sense it? The climate of evil descending upon this realm? You know, climate change is a thing, little fairy. Malevolent forces are now, even now, are mustering to attack our land of Hyrule. For so long, the Kokiri Forest, the source of life, has stood as a barrier, deterring outsiders and maintaining the order of the world. But before this tremendous evil power, even my powers, what? But before this tremendous evil power, oh, okay. Got it. So, the cadence. Even my power is as nothing. It seems the time has come for the boy without a fairy to begin his journey. The youth whose destiny it is to lead Hyrule to a path of justice and truth. Navi, go now. I don't like you anymore. Find our young friend and guide him to me. I do not have much time left. Clock's ticking. Fly, Navi, fly. The fate of the forest, nay, the world, depends upon thee. Okay, take your time. This is such a good game. It was so well written, and you know, in 1998, it had a lot to compete with. There were some really good games back then. And, since, you know, I would say like the peak of storytelling in most video games was around that, you know, around that era. And, it was crazy because when games generally really picked up in, like, I would say the late 80s, maybe early 80s. I would say, like, there was relatively little story, or it was kind of bare bones. Let me go ahead and do this. Hello, Flemp, wake up. The great Deku Tree wants to talk to you. Flemp, get up. All caps, Flemp. Hey, come on. Can Hyrule's destiny really depend on such a lazy boy? It's gonna have to. Guys, let me know in the chat if any volume needs to be adjusted. I am willing to make whatever is necessary. You finally woke up. I'm Navi, the fairy. The great Deku Tree asked me to be your partner from now on. Nice to meet you. No questions from the silent protagonist. The great Deku Tree has summoned you, so let's get going right now. Alright, so of course the static screens like this are still going to look kind of funny. They are not high res, while our character pretty much is. So that's going to look a little funny from time to time. But don't worry about it. The cool thing is we have everything in widescreen, which is not something that you can enjoy in the original. And I don't know, that's kind of cool. Yahoo! Hi, Flemp. Alright, let's get going. I pretty much know this game like the back of my hand. I have played it and completed it probably over 24 times over my lifetime since it came out in 1998. So I'm gonna be this is gonna be somewhat of a chill, but you know, yeah, kind of a relaxed live stream. A relaxed series too, so it's gonna be fun. And I know kind of almost all the tips and tricks. The great Deku Tree has summoned you. Please come with me. Yeah, I got it. I just want to get a good first-person view. Take a look around. Yeah, the Kokiri Forest is it's small, but nice to look at. You can see all the little flakes dancing around in the air. Well, hello, friend. that meanie Mito. Is it Mito or Mito? Never. Since nobody talks, vocally in the game, it's hard to find out. Made me cut the grass at Saria's house. Mito told Saria he would do it so she would like him, really. But I'm the one who's doing all the work. Poor guy, really. You and Saria are close friends, so will you help me cut the grass? I'll let you keep anything that you find while cutting it. Yeah, you can't stop me. So, we don't have a sword, which I know exactly where it is. So, let's go ahead and grab that. But yeah, fascinating game. Kind of set the standard back then, back 1998. And when they made the 3D version, okay, I was okay with it. I enjoyed it for the most part because it was basically the same game, but graphics were rounded out, and it was cool playing roughly 30 frames per second, I believe. It was on a 3DS, so you didn't have much to work with. But personally, I do love the N64 version the most. Let's go ahead and get that sword. And like I said, pretty much know the game like the back of my hand, so this won't be a difficult series. I mean, at least I don't think so. There's still going to be difficult parts, but you know what I mean. You got the Kokiri sword, equipment subscreen, we know all this. But here's a cool feature that I had implemented into this version. We don't have to listen to this every single time, like every time you pick up an item. I have a skip function, and it's ready. This is a hidden treasure of the Kokiri, but you can borrow it for a while. A long while. Be sure to practice with it before you really fight. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to skip things that you only see once, but when it talks about the sub-screen, I'm going to be changing it up from time to time. So let's look at this screen for the first time. Yeah. Some of the text has been smoothed out in this version. And like I said before, widescreen, never can go wrong with that. So it's going to be nice. It's going to be a nice playthrough. And I did mention it once before, but yeah, we we played this once in 2022. And then I played Majora's Mask shortly after that. Both playthroughs are available on this channel, and yeah, those were fun. I'm doing this again for multiple reasons. Like I said, the microphone back then was terrible. It's still not the best nowadays, but hello. You're not allowed to leave in the forest. Okay, well, I got that much. The Great Deku Tree said that if a Kokiri leaves the woods, he or she will die. I don't know if that's a threat or just like fact of life. Anyway. Yeah. What was I saying? The guy, little dude, creeped me out. Oh, that's right. Yeah, the microphone wasn't great. Back then. And then, yeah, we didn't even do many side quests. I didn't even get a certain sword. So, you know, I feel like that's something I not only owe to you guys, but owe to myself. Just to do a little bit more exploration and go beyond the main quest in this playthrough. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a pretty amazing ride. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Like I said, just as much as I do. It's a fascinating game for whoever hasn't played it in the past. In my eyes, you can't beat it. I mean, look, N64 had limited graphics. A little bit rough around the edges. But, you know, that's never been an issue, at least for me. Graphics always came near last on my priority scale for video games. Graphics would be near the bottom. At the top would be storytelling and writing, followed by probably sound. I would say sound is pretty critical in making a good game. That, of course, is all just my opinion, but yeah, pretty much it. Storytelling, sound, graphics, but there always was another category. I just can't remember. Hi, Flemp, look this way. Look over here with Z and talk to me with A. Breaking the fourth wall. Got it. Yes, that's how you use a fairy. You tell it to do technical work. It's so great that you finally have a fairy partner. I'll teach you how to talk to people using your fairy. Okay? When a fairy flies near a person or thing, press the Z to look at it in that direction. If you use the targeting, you can talk to people from a distance, like you were doing just now. Yeah. When you have nothing that you can target, you can press Z just to look forward. Try it. Alright. Yeah, we're going to be doing that pretty often, because I remember this game doesn't have a free roam camera. Like, you can't really spin the thumbstick to view things straightforward. That's fine. That's just how things were back then. I like this little dude. Look at him go. Welcome. Alright. That's what we need. Deku Shield. Here we go. 40 rupees? Just enough. We got the Deku Shield. Okay, are we going to get any flavor text here? Press R to crouch. You press R while Z targeting, you can move while defending. Indeed. No, I don't need anything else. Can we talk to this? Guess not. Alright. Have a good day, jumping little elf man. Kokiri. Alright, so let's equip that shield. That's going to be important. For many reasons. Hello. Oh, this is Mito. Yes. If you want to see the great Deku tree, you should at least equip a sword and shield. Wow, are you blind? What's that? Oh, you have a Deku shield. Oh, what's that? Is that the Kokiri sword? Damn it. I mean, good grief. Well, even with all that stuff, a wimp is still a wimp, huh? Yes, I'm looking at one. I, the great Mito, will never accept you as one of us. One of us. Shoot, how did you get to be the favorite of Saria and the great Deku tree? Huh? Grumble, grumble. Yeah, beat it. I love that character because kind of reminds me of the what's his name? Vargas from Christmas Story. Redheaded kid. I don't know why. He is kind of like the bully of the Kokiri Forest, so I guess that's why. From, generally. You got a Deku stick. Okay, well, we're gonna just skip through all that. When you want to put it away, press A. Actually, I have a different way of putting away a Deku stick, which actually I think is more effective. So what I like to do is this, and then the sword. It actually does it a little bit faster, in my opinion. It's much more effective when you're on the run, too. Deku Tree. Great Deku Tree, I'm back. I told you I'd be back. Oh, Navi, thou hast returned. Flemp, welcome. Listen carefully to what I, the Deku Tree, am about to tell thee. Dost thou... I don't know. I wanted to come up with more sentences that have thou and thus and... just put all of them in there. Thy slumber these past moons have been restless and full of nightmares. As the servants of evil gain strength, a vile climate pervades the land and causes nightmares to those sensitive to it. I'm really big on nightmares. I mean, unfortunately, in real life I have nightmares almost every night. But that's beside the subject. Verily, how thou hast felt it. Flemp, the time has come to test thy courage. I have been cursed. Every time I hear the word cursed, okay, I won't go off on tangents too much. I'll try not to. But when I hear the word curse or cursed, I think my brain goes immediately to what was it? The Mummy, the movie. I'm talking about the Brendan Fraser one. This is cursed and this is cursed. You know that guy. Good movie, solid movie. Anyway, I've been cursed. I need you to break the curse with your wisdom and courage. Dost thou have the courage enough to undertake this task? This is kind of funny. Check this out. No. Perhaps you do not yet have the confidence in your abilities. Return to the Kokiri Forest to learn the skills of combat. When thou art ready, return here and speak with me by using Z. Alright. I'm back. Oh. Okay, fine. I have to back off a little bit. Hey, I have the courage now. Take a tree. There we go. I have been cursed. Alright, now, yeah, I used the skip feature that time. You don't always have to listen to everything. Then enter, brave Flemp, and thou too, Navi. Navi the fairy, thou must aid Flemp. You know, I'm really digging the name now. I like that. And Flemp, when Navi speaks, use up on the C button to listen well to her words of wisdom. We won't be doing that often. Navi just kind of interrupts combat and everything anyway, so there's really no point. Although there might be a couple of segments where I just want to, listen to her voice. Or, not really listen to her voice, but she might say something funny. Alright. Wow. It's got a big mouth. Going in. Deku Tree. Mission start. Alright. Let's see if this looks the way I had remembered. Hey, it's actually, a little bit brighter than I remember. Might just be the textures I added. Don't know. Oh, here we go. Our first Deku Nut. I'm not gonna go through all the descriptive parts here. I'll just tell you what the item does. Deku Nut. Throw it down, it'll flash, and usually stuns enemies. So, there's that. I don't want to waste your time, you know? Because it'll often do a lot of repetitive stuff, and we don't want that. Actually, I want to see what Navi has to say about this. Deku Baba, hit it as it lunges at you. It will stand and it will stand upright. Cut it quickly to get the Deku stick. That's right. If you hit it the right way, you get the stick. If you don't, you get the nut. I remember now. Alright. Now, I hope you guys, people who have never played Ocarina of Time in the past, I won't criticize. But it's an amazing game. I recommend it. And actually, yeah, I would say if you are like, if you want to play it in the future and you haven't in the past, I'd recommend maybe not watching this series and come back when you enjoy it for yourself. No spoilers. Look at this wall. The vines growing on it. Give it a rough surface. Maybe you can climb it, Flemp. I know I can. But I think those guys are going to cause a problem. Got Skulltulas up there. What's in the box? Alright, dungeon map. It'll just give you room by room locations, so that's good stuff. Also, in fact, I'm just going to bring it up real quick. So there are compasses and maps, and we described the maps. So, having both will just round out everything and give you item locations. But you need the compass first. So basically, you can open a door by standing in front of it and pressing A. Pay attention to what the action icon says. That's the blue icon at the top of the screen. Thank you very much. Actually, it's a green icon, but thank you for playing, not me. Here we go. Ow, ow, ow. Forgive me, master. If I give you a clue, will you let me go? No. When you jump off a high cliff, if you hold the moving stick forward, you will roll on the ground when you land, and you won't get hurt from the fall. That doesn't always work. I can't guarantee it will work. Oh, thank you. If the cliff is really, really high. Well, try it if you're feeling bold. Okay. Hope that didn't hurt anybody's ears. I tried to keep my voice at a steady medium. Doesn't always work. Okay. What we got? The slingshot. Heck yes. How it's used is pretty like how any slingshot is used, basically. Alright, let's do this. Okay. Gotta knock down that ladder. Oh, now with the sword. There we go. Alright, this slingshot runs on seeds. So here we go. Our first seeds. Which is funny because don't mix them up with the nuts. Just ammunition. Wow. They really do pile them on in this area. I guess just in case somebody's really bad at aiming. I don't know. Here we go. Further into the tree. Alright. You know, I've always liked the design of Skulltulas, but these ones in specific, or the Skulltulas in specific, are kind of annoying at times. Especially when you can't reach them with a slingshot, because they can knock you clean off your game. Time to time, Yeah, money. Alright, let's climb this rough wall. Which, okay, graphics-wise, not great. But, like I said, it's not much of an issue. You're just using it to climb. You even see, like, the straight edges to where they cut off. Here we go. Oh. Okay, not gonna lie, that kind of scared me. Oops, ow. Wow, I was a little too late in the draw there. No health. What's in here? Ow. Oh, yeah, okay. Here we go. We'll deal with you in a minute. Oh, yes. Okay, don't worry about the sound. These platforms are timed. Also, die. Yes, there we go. I always like to have my health maxed out if possible. What do we got? I think it can only be one thing. Yep, it's the compass. Okay. So this will identify targets, items. Pretty much, that's all there is to it as far as the map goes. Everything's gonna be filled out now. Alright. I'm gonna try my best to be fancy with my footwork. Since I know how to kill everything, I do want it to be move things around and be creative. Little imprint. improvisational, if that's a word. Okay, we just killed our first gold Skulltula. It's a it's a nice collectible thing. You get items the more you catch. So also, like you can see, if they hit you, it takes off a full heart, which is pretty insane. I think it might be one of the only creatures in the game that takes off that amount of health with one hit. They don't expect you to get hit by them very often. Although, there are a few other monsters that are pretty vicious in that respect. But we'll get to that eventually. I expect to face pretty much everything in this playthrough. Because we're going to do a lot more exploring than we did in 2022. Good stuff. First try. That can easily mess up. If you don't jump at the right time or do the lunge attack at the right time, you just bounce. You have to go all the way back up. So we got lucky that time. Good stuff. Alright. One thing I don't like about these gold Skulltulas is that it's hard to, I mean, you can't Z-target them, so let's do it this way. There we go. Best you can do in this kind of situation. Here we go. Yeah. Just in time. Or not in time, but right on the money. Oh, didn't even see that one. But now I remember. There's certain Skulltulas that, or gold Skulltulas that, I remember their exact locations. Not all of them, though. And I often lose track of how many I've collected. What's in here? Oh, I think this is a heart. It's something small. There you go. That's like the extent of spoilers I'm going to be diving into. The smaller chests. The ones that are completely voluntary. Hello. What you got to say? Confess. Please forgive me, Master. I'll never do it again. If you spare me, I'll teach you something cool. You will never beat my brothers up. Wow. You need to beat my brothers up. I don't like them. You will never beat my brothers up ahead unless you punish them in the proper order. That's dark. The order is 2, 3, 1. 23 is number 1. Do you think I'm a traitor? Yeah, you kind of are. Your brothers won't be very happy when they find out. They're gonna beat the crap out of you. There we go. I remember this dungeon is fairly small. We're gonna have plenty of dungeons in the coming episodes that are vast. They're much bigger. After you get into the water, if you hold down A, you can dive. I bet there are some interesting things underwater. Okay, so this game, I'd have to say, is not the worst as far as 3D water goes. A lot of you who are new to me, to the channel, whatever, don't know exactly, probably don't know, I would say, but I hate 3D video game water. It doesn't come from Zelda, surprisingly. It kind of stemmed from Super Mario 64. And I've told the story plenty of times, but it's that eel in Jolly Roger Bay. The face on that thing always scared the crap out of me. And you know, it doesn't scare me now. It just kind of irritates me. Stand next to this block and grab hold of it with A. While holding A, you can push or pull it. If you stand next to the block and press A while pressing forward towards the block, you can climb on top of it. We can do this. Pay attention to what the action icon says, as usual. But it's still green, it's not blue. Yeah, I think it was that action icon is actually blue in the original version of Ocarina of Time. But yeah, we have the enhanced version. So there are going to be some minor changes. Textures mostly. Good old Deku stick. Can't go wrong with it. Alright. Oh. Well, this is unfortunate for him. Oh. Alright. A little shifty with me. Never too much, not too much Deku stick. Okay. We'll have to come back to this later. We don't have bombs yet, so we can blow that up later on. I remember in the 2022 playthrough, we did not blow that up. I am kind of curious, because some things like that, I don't remember exactly what's behind it, but who knows. Oh, damn it. A stick burnt out. Shit. That's fine. Deku sticks come aplenty. Alright. Wow. Yeah, we are very close to the end of this dungeon, basically. Like I said, it's pretty short, and today's first episode is going to be short. Probably just going to get through this dungeon and a little part after it, I would say. But moving forward, every episode after this is going to be significantly longer, especially with the side quests I'm going to be working on. So don't worry about that. This episode probably will round out at around an hour long, like after all is said and done. But we'll see. We'll be it's not gonna be too bad as far as I want you guys to have as much content as possible. So no worries. Okay. Here we go. Don't even bother looking down. Okay. Let's see here. It was 23 is number 1. Hey buddy. You number 2? Who does number 2 work for? Ow. Come on. Make the same mistake. Great. Good job. Got you, number 1. How did you know our secret? Well, your brother sold you out. How irritating. It's so annoying that I'm going to reveal the secret of Queen Goma to you. Okay, this is part of the like probably one of the few crappy writing, maybe it's just translation for the localization of Ocarina of Time, but this one Deku scrub makes no sense. It's like, here, you defeated us. Now I will just volunteer this information. In order to administer this coup de grace to Queen Goma, strike with your sword while she's stunned. Oh, Queenie. Sorry about that. Peace. Okay. Well, we got our health back. That's fine. Here we go. This is it. I love how you can already see the boss from back here, but we're gonna make this a little bit more dramatic. I love that. Oh, and then it gets dark. Yes. I love it. It really does build an atmosphere. Well, shit. I have to say that when I first saw Goma, in 1998, I was freaked out of my mind. I was like, I had never seen games like that or bosses like that before, 3D bosses. It is so good. Such a classic design. It's kind of crazy because they took Goma and even they oh wow, that was quick. They took Goma and reused her in a way in Twilight Princess, which also still played on the channel, and it's in the archives. Only it was like a enhanced Goma in Twilight Princess, so kind of cool looking. You got a heart container. Your maximum life energy is increased by 1 heart. Your life energy will be totally filled. Yeah, that's cool. Alright, so nothing else to gather here. Let's head on into the portal. Saved the Deku Tree. I really do like this upgraded widescreen version of the game. There's some things that are going to look a little funny because it's not meant to be widescreen, but we'll get past that. Well done, Flimp. Mr. Tree. How are you, sir? Feeling better? Thou hast verily demonstrated thy courage. I knew that thou wouldst stop Shakespearing me, Tree. Be able to carry out my wishes. Now I have yet more to tell ye. To say you, man. Wouldst thou listen? No. No, Flimp, thou must know the time is short. We're just trolling the tree. Now listen carefully. A wicked man of the desert casts this dreadful curse upon me. Jump into my mouth. Oh, epic. Looked a lot better back in the day. This evil man ceaselessly uses his vile, sorcerous powers in his search for the sacred realm that is connected to Hyrule. For it is the sacred realm that one will find the divine relic, the Triforce, which contains the essence of the gods. Good stuff. Let's hope he doesn't find it. Before time began, before spirits and life existed, 3 golden goddesses descended upon the chaos that was Hyrule. Din, the goddess of power. Nairu, the goddess of wisdom. And Farol, the goddess of courage. I don't know how to say for that name. I used to call it Pharaoh. Maybe I'll continue to do that. I don't know. Some of the visuals are just so amazing in this game. I love how they illustrate it. Din. With her strong flaming arms, she cultivated the land and created the Red Earth. Nairu poured her wisdom onto the earth and gave the spirit of law to the world. I'll call her Pharaoh. And Pharaoh, with her rich soul, produced all life forms who would uphold the law. See, the nice legendary creatures are beings that work together to maintain balance. The 3 great goddesses, their labors completed, departed for and golden sacred triangles remained at the point where goddesses left the world. Since then, the sacred triangles have become the basis of our world's providence. And the resting place of the triangles has become the sacred realm. Thanks for the backstory. A lot of exposition there, Mr. Tree. Thou must never allow the desert man in black armor to lay his hands on the sacred Triforce. Thou must never suffer that man, with his evil heart, to enter the sacred realm of legend. That evil man who cast the death curse upon me and sapped my power. Because of that curse, my end is nigh. Though your valiant efforts to break the curse were successful, I was doomed before you started. Now that's something that I was really ticked off as. Like as a kid, I was like, really? I just went through all that and you knew you were going to die at the beginning? Great. Yes, I will pass away soon, but do not grieve for me. Don't worry, got that covered. I have been able to tell you these important matters. This is Hyrule's final hope. You. Flemp, go now to Hyrule Castle. There thou wilt surely meet the Princess of Destiny. Yeah, let's do that. Take the stone with you, the stone that the man wanted so much that he cast the curse upon me. Yeah, you know what? I got that much. I followed the story from the beginning. Thank you, tree. Now, this is, I believe it's called the Kokiri Stone? Kokiri Emerald. I think Kokiri Emerald, I believe. Yep, there we go. You got the Kokiri's Emerald. This is the spiritual stone of the forest, now entrusted to you by the Great Deku Tree. It's a good thing you handed that to me after I got out, and before you're gonna die, so... The future depends upon thee, Flemp. Thou art courageous. Navi the fairy, help Flemp to carry out my will. I entreat ye, Navi, goodbye. It was much more sad back then. I guarantee it. Okay, I wasn't super sad, but, you know, I was a kid. Let's go to Hyrule Castle, Flemp. Glad you're over it, Navi. Goodbye, Great Deku Tree. Okay, Navi was a little bit taken aback by it. That's cool. Good stuff. Oh. Mido. Hi. Hey, Flemp. What did you do? The Great Deku Tree. Did he die? How can you do a thing like that? It's all your fault. I'm telling everyone, especially my mom. Ghost Mido. Alright, so we're going to do one more thing before we close out today's episode. Like I said, it's been a very short one, but things will get more complex and much more fun. So stick around. We'll find out what happens. Bolting out. Oh, you're leaving. You only talked to me once. I know they have a back history, but you know what I mean. I knew that you would leave the forest someday, Flemp. I really enjoy the name now. I love Flemp. Because you are different from me and my friends. But that's okay, because we'll be friends forever, won't we? Are you holding a pancreas? Oh. I want to leave you this Ocarina. Please take good care of it. Is it supposed to be glowing? This isn't going to give me a disease, is it? You received the fairy Ocarina. This is a memento from Saria. Good stuff. Don't have to listen to it every time tell you about the C buttons. It's just basically the same thing. When you play my Ocarina, I hope you will think of me and come back to the forest to visit. No. I think I'll pass. I kind of love that moment. Not because it's dramatic or anything, but it's kind of funny because looking at Link kind of get freaked out and then Bolt. I hope she doesn't take it the wrong way. Alright. You know, this is kind of, I would say probably the same spot we ended episode 1 in the 2022 playthrough. But, you know, it's a good little, has a little stinger. A little bit of a next time on feel, you know? So, actually, with that being said, I'm going to stop saving. That's going to wrap up today's episode. I want to thank you all for watching. This is going to be a hell of a ride. And next episode, like I said, could be a lot longer and a little bit more full. With that being said, thank you all for watching. This has been the first episode of CyberDan Plays The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. And I'll see you all in the next video. Have a good night, everyone.